Cineverm. Hello, welcome to Cineverm. This week we're reviewing Upgrade by Lee
Weiner.
Wayno.
Wayno.
I can't really, my phone does not have service right now. The lead actor is Logan Marshall Green. Richard Anastasios, Roscoe Campbell. I can't really read out the cast because my signal's weak, so we'll still put pictures or something, maybe? I don't know.
Here's a quick snippet of all of them. Alright, back to the show.
Anyways.
It goes
This movie was really fun. I think everyone will have a pretty fun time watching the movie. It kind of has some like B-movie vibes, like lower, like don't go in expecting real high class. It's like salty popcorn, you know, if you're really craving popcorn. It hits the spot, but it's like it misses a good bit of times.
Well, it's like when you want a donut, and it's the donut you're eating, you're like, oh yeah, I'm eating a donut, but it tastes terrible because it's an old donut. Yeah. But you're still eating a donut though. So, I don't know. I think for me, I could say more of like, if you want to go into a movie and then later talk about it, I feel like this is a perfect movie for that. You know, like a movie that you can talk about and kind of discuss with people.
It's pretty cool, like for like people who aren't super into film, like they just like the cool action stuff, like a blockbuster. I think they would have fun with this movie.
It will, like you're saying, it will satisfy the whole action part of a person. Because that's what it said in the commercials. I mean the previews. That it was gonna be action film.
So some of the highlights or like some of the really strong points of the movie, like you're saying, is the action. The director really. He did some really cool choreography and cinematography with action sequences. Like the camera will like move with them, and it did a really cool like distinguishing the main character from the AI. So like the action sequences really, I really liked them, how they played out.
Oh yeah, me too. I also liked how the whole paralyzed part of it. I didn't watch any other commercials. It was just like he was being controlled by the AI, and when I found out he was an actual quadriplegic, it elevated it for me. This is not spoilers. Is that a spoiler?
No, I haven't really heard it. And it's hinted in the trailer, like you can't move. So. But
he can't move, guys.
Anyways, but yeah, the physicality of the main actor's performance, he really nailed. Like when you watch the movie, his facial reactions are opposite what his movements are, and it's really cool and it's very entertaining to watch. Like I could watch a whole movie of this guy killing people. Very cool, and most of the action shots actually deliver. There was some that I wish he would have pushed it further, like in some of the kill scenes. But there is 2 kill scenes that are really like. They're like
I had
the cherry
to look
on
away.
top. And some other ones, the payoffs aren't that great, but it's still worthy to see. I thought the story was okay. It has some plot holes. Well, it has a lot of plot holes if you really think about it, and some really low points. It doesn't nail the emotion as much as I would want it. Especially the ending was kind of flat. But
it did for sure. It didn't nail the whole romance part. It didn't nail the suspense part. It only nailed the action part for me.
But it still had enough heart because it still like it had moments of showing the character when he was low, and that was really cool. It taking its time with the main character. It was just kind of scrappy in some parts.
I agree with you in that they did take their time with the main character.
It was actually a little heavier than I thought it was going to be, with like the beginning parts, it showing how defeated he was. The music was decent. I don't really remember it.
I don't remember it.
Probably good.
The only off sounds were a couple parts where it doesn't make sense. Or like metal against metal sounds a certain way, not metal against skin.
Yeah. There was one scene specifically, and you'll probably know, because I'm sure a lot of people are going to be disappointed.
Yeah.
But there was one scene, like some of the payoffs, like the visual, like grotesqueness. Sometimes it doesn't have the payoff that it would deliver.
Oh, yeah.
And the whole movie is kind of like that. Like it has all these cool tools and resources and things that are interesting, and you can imagine how they could combine those things in interesting ways. And a lot of the times they don't do anything unique with those the resources that they have.
Yeah.
But
well, for sure it was a good looking movie.
Yeah, it looked pretty good. Like, I mean, it looked very average to me. Like all the things that weren't action, it looked pretty like
decent.
Yeah, like just average filmmaking shots, mediums and close-ups. I felt like the director really paid attention to the action sequences, and a lot of his attention went to that. Everything else wasn't as heavy. And I mean, it's an action movie, so you can't really expect like Oscar level type stuff or whatever.
I don't know, I just really like the main character.
Yeah.
For sure, like you were saying, a lot of plot holes, a lot of missed things, but I did like the main character.
Yeah, talking about characters, the main character is the best performance. And all the other characters seem very odd when you think about like how they were casted and their performance. It was very cheesy, like the villain, the secondary villain, the third villain, the fourth villain.
All the villains.
I'm throwing you off now because you're gonna be watching the movie like
all the 17 villains.
Yeah, where's the fourth villain? What are you talking about?
No, there is a pecking order in these villains, but there seem to be a lot of villains.
But yeah, some of the casting was kind of odd. Like, there's a detective. She doesn't really feel like she fits in the world. We'll talk about the world too to lead that in.
Yeah.
The set design I thought it wasn't great, but at least it had a consistency. One of the things that I noticed I didn't really like was the costume design. It was very didn't really have a consistency.
I did like how they did a good job at separating the different classes of people. How sometimes you saw the drones hovering over a very poor area or neighborhood, and it looked like modern day houses that were almost dilapidating over themselves. And in some shots, it showed big skyscrapers with outside fountains with like a lot of trees and stuff. And it was super futuristic. And I really like that part. Because it makes sense. In that world, there will be people hella rich and then people hella poor.
But yeah, the world building was actually pretty nice because, you know, this is a pretty, I don't know what the budget was, but it wasn't like a big $100 million film. So I'm actually surprised how much world building they were willing to do. Because most films, they try to like, we're only going to be on this ranch over here. But, you know, the world's destroyed. You're not going to see it though. I liked how they were trying to make it really wide and like going to different locations.
I especially mostly like the location of the scientists. There's a very big scientist that he's young.
AI creator.
AI. Well, computer guy. What would you call that?
Nerd.
No, not nerd. But he has a big house, and his house looks so beautiful. And whenever you see the entrance to his house, that is one thing that they did play off good. That the guy said, wait till you see his house. And when you saw his house, you were like, what? And then you go into something even more powerful in his house. Like, it does go to the next level. Even though in the beginning you saw what I explained, like the buildings with the water and the greenery outside, that house goes to the next level. But I'm not playing it up too much. But it's a cool house. I feel like if I were rich, I would like to live in a house like that.
Actually, I liked it, but I didn't think it was the best design.
No?
No.
I thought it was good compared to the other house.
Well, I mean, based in that world, it looked way better than the rest, but I thought it could have looked really cooler. But I don't want to spoil any specifics. But
I didn't like the. I don't know what to say.
But yeah, so that's our general review. Action was cool. Cinematography was decent. Music was decent. Story had a lot of flaws, but at the same time, the whole concept of this film is really cool.
Yeah.
And like, basically, do you think it would be cool if an AI could control your body and you could be like a ninja or whatever?
Oh yes.
If you think that's a cool idea,
Ninja.
Watch the movie. Like, it's enjoyable to that degree. Just don't go expecting like a 10 out of 10. It's like,
yeah,
it's better than average for sure.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. For me, it was more around a C. Like a 7 out of 10 was what I would rate it.
So that's what you would rate it?
Yeah,
7 out of 10?
I would rate it a 7 out of 10. It doesn't seem. I don't know. It had enough flaws for me to not like it.
Yeah.
While it was happening and afterwards when I thought about it,
yeah,
I'm being very lenient. I kind of would have put it more down to a 6.5, but I kind of want to keep it at a 7.
Yeah, I'm weighing like how high the highs were versus how lows the lows were.
Yeah.
You know, so like the highs were really high and the lows were lower because the highs were so high.
Yeah.
You know, it's like the film kind of set up these really cool moments, and then the coolest moments you imagined were uncool. So it's like, you know, it's like the graph, here's a median, and then it was like, whoa, and then so it kind of meets.
Yeah. But for me, like how you were saying the graph, it was like this, and it wasn't just stuck here. For me, there were so many flat moments, and it was like flat, and it gave me just enough time to think about how I disliked what just happened, and then it did something really not good, and then it went back up like, ooh, this is getting good, this is getting good, and then on the top it would get flat again, and then it would get good, and then it would come down and it would be the same flatness for me. At least me personally. It was those moments that made me not think more and then not like it. Yeah. Not like what just happened.
Yeah. I'd probably give it a high 7. Probably like a 7.5 to 7.8.
Yeah. But not a 6 because that's like not good.
Yeah, 6 is decent. It's like there was 1 or 2 good things and most of them were bad. This one had mostly good things. It was just, it didn't execute it at the peak level.
Yeah. But it was a good, cool concept. Like, it was that whole concept. At least I haven't seen that many movies experienced it, but I've never seen it before. I've never seen it pulled off like that before. Yeah,
it's a cool concept and it has a cool execution. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, that's our review. My review is a 7.5.
Mine is a 7.
Yeah, so
solid 7.
Good. I would recommend you watching it. If you're hesitant, watch the trailer, and if you think the trailer looks cool, then you're definitely gonna like it. Or if the idea, like I said, the AI thing, it's really cool.
And if you like things that don't really go into the whole cheesiness of romance, and it just gets straight to the point, like you can tell, it pulled you straight to the action scenes. Yeah,
because the whole first 5 minutes were like a cheesy gordita crunch.
Yeah, like did you a chimney taco that was burnt, and then you're like, ooh, and then you bite it and it gets to the cheese and the beans, and then you realize you got a taco from Burger King and you're confused.
It's like you really love fried rice and you ordered fried rice and then you get home and you have white rice. Like it's like still gonna satisfy your rice desire, but you're like, man, I would have loved those green peas.
Bro, this has no flavor.
Yeah, like in this movie, all you had to do was throw those extra spices and ingredients in, and this movie would have been like fried rice on point, you know?
Oh yes, but it's still fried rice, so it's a 7. Yeah. It's still there for me.
As you can tell, our metaphor game is on another level since our break. We've been
you poked your head. Oh my god.
Focusing on stuff. But yeah, that's our review. Did you have anything else to say?
No, I just wish like your phone actually worked so we could insert the actual actors and stuff.
Call?
Richard Call was the main villain that you said looked like a pedophile.
No, that was Fisk.
Oh, yeah, picture time. You know, guys, go watch, support these movies. This guy did a good job. I feel like he deserves another budget.
Yeah, I would like to see what he does with a bigger budget. And maybe with this experience of this film, maybe
what
the
you
next
can
one.
Improve.
Yeah. Or for the sequel, if you're wondering what the sequel might be titled, watch our spoilers video, where in the end I guess the sequel titles. It's very, very good. Actually, it took a long time writing those up.
When did you say this? I didn't know you put a name to the sequel.
Yeah, then I was like, what if it's called?
Oh, yes! Watch the other one. Watch the other one. It was really good.
Yeah.
We made yolks.
Yeah, thanks for watching.
Yeah. Remember, cover your nose.
Might be nanobots.
Oh yeah, nanobots.